Long Beach, California, container prices. You know, I told myself I was gonna do these videos at the first of every month, because next month these prices might change. I always like when somebody calls me and they go, "Hey, William, we bought a container from you. I want another one." Well, I want to pull your paperwork and always give you the same price, so you don't have to go shopping from somebody else. I was going to start a new trend of making updated pricing videos every single month. This is harder work than I thought it was. There's like 50 locations, and every single one of my videos is I don't know, 8-10 minutes long. But anyways, uh, it's I don't know how to say it. My brain gets fried from doing this, and so this is the first time. I just started it yesterday, and today's the second day. I'm trying to get through it so I can get back to calls and doing with what I need. I have deliveries tomorrow, sales that I made today. But anyways, Long Beach, California. A lot of containers come out of this depot. This is where I started my business 11 years ago. I've worked for companies that start a business and they just dive into the biggest mess you could ever think of. We're going to sell containers here, 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 here. We're going to become the biggest company in America. I worked for the idiot companies that I call Pinocchio rookie companies that I warn you about on my YouTube channel. When I started my business, I did not want to do that. You know the saying, I learned from the best. I learned from the worst. The companies that I sat in my cubicle, and I remember this cubicle. It wasn't a professional cubicle at all. It was like wooden walls and carpet hanging down, and I'm stuck in an area like this big, making sales. As time went on, I realized that these companies I was working for were not doing anything that I was telling my customers. I didn't know that at first. It took a while to figure it out. But once I figured it out, it affected my sales. And me, I don't have any employees. I do my own purchasing, my own sales, my own scheduling, my own communication. I deliver a whole package that you cannot get in a container industry. You can. There's very, very few companies that actually do this right. 90% of the companies that you guys are talking to, they all sound the same. They're identical twins. We're nationwide. We're the most reviewed. We have lifetime warranties. If you don't like your container, you can get a full refund. They are the worst companies to buy from in America. They're the ones that are going to rip you guys off. Literally. Just read their complaints. Read the terms and conditions on their own websites and read that everything that they just told you is bullshit. Okay? But anyways, back to what I was saying. When I first started Patriot Containers, I told myself, let's just sell containers out of Long Beach only and walk in slowly. Take a sale, learn how to process it correctly, because I used to only sell. But now I'm purchasing and scheduling and doing all this stuff. And at the time, a long time ago, I did have a business partner. And he had a spending problem, and we had to part our ways. He had a very bad spending problem. So anyways, I walked in slowly in order to provide a real service instead of just diving into a mess. The first location I sold containers from, I'm from Southern California. I moved 3.5 years ago. I was born and raised in Southern California. I have nothing nice to say about California. So unfortunately, you're calling for California container prices. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm an honest guy. I have no shame. COVID, being in California during COVID really stressed me out. COVID destroyed a cargo container industry that was once good, really good. It still had shady container companies, but after COVID is when these rookie Pinocchio companies popped up, and they're selling with lies. They're never accountable for anything that they've done wrong. You as a customer didn't do anything wrong, but you trusted them. If you trust them in the beginning and they screw you over and you try to get out, you'll lose a little bit of money. The longer you trust them, the more money you lose. There are restocking fees, and they have cancellation fees. If they have to come back and get the container, you can lose up to 75% of your money. Anyways, guys, sorry, let's get to pricing. Wind and watertight is not a good container, and the problem with wind and watertight is these Pinocchio rookie companies are selling you damaged and as is, and that's how you get containers with holes. Their warranty is a fiberglass boat patch that they're going to mail you when they deliver you a container with holes. They shouldn't have delivered you a container with a hole in the first place. The way they got away with it is selling you a cheap price and telling you wind and watertight. Wind and watertight is a container. It takes a miracle for you to break me down to sell that to you. I sell and I pay more for better containers from the shipping lines that actually inspect their containers properly, and they're labeled damaged as is, wind and watertight, cargo worthy, IICL, and new one trips. Cargo worthy, if you're on a budget and you want to avoid buying a cancerous eyesore with or without holes, cargo worthy is good. And cargo worthy can't have a hole. And if you want to avoid a crappy container, buy cargo worthy, buy IICL, buy a new one trip. Let's get into this because the battery on my phone is getting low. 20-foot cargo worthy used container coming out of Long Beach. I would sell that to you for $1,700. I can deliver that to you basically from Fresno down to Mexico. I don't know where you're located at, so you would need to call me, and my phone number is 888-611-5698. And I can Google Maps your address. I even have paperwork where I have a price for every city in Southern California that you're located at, so I can just quote you in seconds. So cargo worthy, good used container, not gonna piss you off, $1,700. IICL, the best used you can find. I would sell that to you at $1,900 plus delivery. New ones are great. Don't say no. If you don't want to buy it, just don't buy it. But don't say no, because you're closing the door. Once you say no, you're closing the door to the best container money will buy you. That's $2,800 plus delivery. 40-footers, 40-foot cargo-worthy containers that are in good used condition, 8.5 feet tall. It's called a standard height. This is $1,900. If you want, I don't see IICLs. 40-foot high cubes that are 9.5 feet tall, cargo-worthy, $2,100. IICL, I would do that at $2,200 plus delivery. Trying to find new one trippers. Here's a new one tripper, $4,000. If you're watching my videos, which I assume if you're from Los Angeles, why would you look at any other state's pricing? It's all the same mumbo jumbo, just different states have different prices, okay? But I am negotiable on my pricing. If you want to ask me for a discount, I appreciate the fact that you even asked. If you want to buy 10 containers from me, I'm not going to make the same profit on 10 containers that I would with one. So to me, everything is negotiable. Anything in this world is negotiable. Negotiating is basically two parties working together to achieve where this party is happy and this party is happy, and you reach the negotiation. So you can negotiate if all you want, but if this person's not negotiating back, you're negotiating, but you ain't getting with what you want. I am negotiable. I'm fair and I'm honest. But yeah, that being said, yeah, if you want a new 40-foot high cube, it's a big price difference between a good used one. If you spend that much more money, you will not regret your purchase. I say that in all my videos. If you're new to my channel, thank you for viewing these videos. I am one of the super, super rare companies that tells the truth. I deliver on the right day, and I don't sell shitty containers even if you beg me for them. If you try to convince me in our call to sell you a shitty container and you say you do not care about the condition of your container, I've lost hope in helping you. I think you should call those Pinocchio rookie companies and go buy that shitty container from them, and you're going to experience the worst service that you'll ever. And I read their complaints. I've read complaints. This is the biggest nightmare I've ever received in my life from some of these Pinocchio rookie companies, and they all say the same thing. We're nationwide, most reviewed, lifetime warranties, money back, full refunds if you don't like your container. They have a thing on their website that says terms and conditions that lets them get away with selling with lies, and they don't have to be accountable. What's crazy to me is they don't even have to tell you about their terms and conditions. It just has to be hidden on their website. I don't have restocking fees. I don't have cancellation fees. I don't sell shitty containers and I show up on the right day. And I don't even have terms and conditions on my website. I've been in business longer than the Pinocchio rookies, and I don't have a single complaint from an actual buyer, and I've sold 15 to 20,000 containers. How did I do that? Well, it's easy. You tell the truth, you deliver on the right day, and you don't show up with shitty containers. That's it. These idiot companies that you guys are talking to can't do a damn thing right other than sell, and they don't give a shit. You are nothing but a sale. You are nothing but a commission. You're nothing but a profit, and they will not help you once they screw up. Yeah, so I'm going to try to do some more of these videos and see how many I can get done today. So anyways, guys, that's it. Good luck. Give me a subscription. Give me a thumbs up, whatever. I used to not ask for this stuff, but you know what? I'm really seeking. I don't want to. No container video I do is going to go viral. But I do want to make a change in this industry that's broken, that really changed for the worst after COVID. So I'm the only one making videos like this. I'm the only one exposing the Pinocchio rookies. I'm the only one doing pricing videos like this. The competitors won't make videos like this, and I'll tell you why. Because it's going to draw attention to my channel, and they don't want you to see my channel because I'm exposing their criminal sales that they get away with. And these companies would be shut down if a state attorney general looked into their business. That's it, guys. Have a great one. That was Long Beach, California. Goodbye.